Away we go, says Tracy. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Jiminy Flip It chat show. I'm Marty. Go by Jiminy Flip It here on YouTube and eBay. And I am honored to have not one, not two, but three special guests with me. I'm going to bring them right on. First will be my cohort for the last 4 weeks. It looks like, I think 4 shows. Mr. Travis Griffin from Digital Jazz. Come on in, Travis.
Hey, Marty.
How you
Glad
doing?
to be here.
Good to see you. And now we have our first duo. We have 1987 Ventures Tracy and Mama Ventures joining us. Come on in, ladies.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey, Marty. Hey, Travis.
Hey,
Hey,
guys.
Tracy, Mama Tracy, Mama Venture.
Mama Ventures. Let's get it right.
Mama Ventures.
Mama Ventures. I don't want to get smacked.
Yeah.
No smacking. We'll be done.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Let's give the ladies ladies first. So go ahead, Tracy. Why don't you tell everybody about yourself, your business, and introduce us to Mama Ventures. The podium is yours.
Hey, so I'm Tracy, and my business is 1987 Ventures. I'm a reseller on eBay, Mercari, and Poshmark. And this is my mom, Suzanne. She birthed me. And she kind of, is pretty responsible for the collector / antique and collectible enthusiast / lover of vintage / semi-hoarderness that has become my life. And now it has become a side hustle. And she is sometimes a willing or unwilling participant in it. Willing, she says. But yeah, so that's about it. I just started a YouTube channel myself, a small channel, but I've been coming on Marty's show and hanging out with Marty and Travis for the past few weeks. And so I'm excited that we're able to be here. And this is my mom's first time on YouTube. And so, yeah, this is going to be fun. Right.
Very good. Very good. Thanks again for joining. Travis, have at it.
I'm Travis. I have a website called biodigitaljazz.com. I sell on eBay. I'm not really on the YouTubes just yet, but I do like hanging on Marty's coattails, and now Mama Ventures and Tracy Ventures as well. I did not bring my mom tonight because I didn't know we were supposed to do that. So thanks, Marty, for that. But yeah, I love selling on eBay. I collect a lot of eccentric type things, and just like having fun on Monday nights.
Very good. And I didn't tell you because it was good. It's actually an early Mother's Day show. It was the preview for the Mother's Day show. We figured we'd try it out with Tracy and see how it goes. So your mom will be back in May, right? We'll bring our moms in May.
Like a beta test, right?
Yeah, it's a beta.
Okay.
Well, we have a few segments we're kind of famous for here in the first 4 shows. The first one, I guess, is when we go over some items and research them on WorthPoint with Travis. So, Travis, I don't know if you wanted to discuss WorthPoint a little bit.
Sure.
What we're going to be doing.
Yeah, actually, tonight's a little different from usual, but definitely one of the things we like to do is I do have a subscription to WorthPoint. I did not read the fine print to find out if this was okay or not. So far, no lawyers have contacted us or anything like that. Jiminy Flip It's still on the air. But yeah, this is where it's interactive. You guys get to type in some weirdo things that you can't find comps for, and we'll share the screen. We'll go through it. You'll learn a little bit about how to search through the massive, I think it's that 20-year database of comps. So that's one of the things we do. But tonight I prepared a little other thing when we get to that point. I don't know if we're doing that now. We're doing it in a little bit probably, where one of the features of a WorthPoint subscription is having a library, and they have thousands and thousands of collector books, the kinds that you might see in old estates. People collect, china or silverware or something, and they might have these fully 250-page books how to help identify china. Now, we don't look at those for values because the value is whatever it is today.
Yeah.
But they have lots of pictures, lots of research and information about an item. So if you're into those types of things, it can be really helpful. So tonight, along with looking up whatever you guys want, within reason, right? What's some of the things Eric asks us to look up sometimes is probably not appropriate for the internet. But we're going to look at some books. We're going to see what kind of books are out there. I'll show you how we can go into them and how to navigate through them. And I think it's a really cool feature of WorthPoint. So that's what we'll be doing with that.
It definitely is. And I wasn't aware that it even had that feature. I thought it was more to just look up pricing. And
Surprise.
that was kind of it.
Yeah.
Surprise. Yeah. Pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
Well, Tracy, I know you said you get the bug from Mom. So you want to talk a little bit about, like, Mom, what have you collected in the past, or is there anything you're interested in specifically, or is it kind of everything?
Well, my father owned an antique shop. After he retired from carpentry, after many, many, many years, he opened an antique shop. And early on, when I got married, we couldn't afford to buy all new stuff.
Right.
So I started going to Dad's antique shop, and I got the bug. So I've got, and if I like something, I collect it. Doesn't matter what it is. If I like it, it's not going to be alone very long. It's going to have a collection. So I've collected all kinds of boxes and campaign buttons, even if they're not campaign buttons, one that says senior citizens on it, well, anything. I collect those. I've got Crocs. What else?
She's got Crocs.
Baskets and
pins.
Oh, yeah. I love tin kitchenware.
Okay.
She's got a ton of it.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. I mean, if I like it, I'll collect. Yeah, I'm into signs. I love signs.
Ooh.
Listen,
she knows better than you do. My goodness.
Lots of yardsticks. I've got cheese boxes. It just goes on and on.
Wow.
Yeah.
She collects buttons too. Show them one of your buttons.
You want this one?
Yeah.
How do I do this?
Just hold it up.
Just try to hold it up. Oh, look at that. Very cool.
That's a scale. It's almost as big as your head.
I was going to say, it's pretty big. That's a really large button.
Yeah, and it's the original.
Wow.
We can find out how much it's worth, Travis.
We're gonna. Why do you think he's here?
The only reason I'm here.
We use him for the prescription.
You think I'm here for my personality? No. I have a WorthPoint.
Sure they are. That's very cool, though. Where'd you get that? Did you get that recently, or have you had it for years and years? Or?
Years and years and years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's so cool. It's in beautiful condition.
Oh, you want to see the whole thing?
Here, look at this. Is just one. Wait, let me. This is just one of the jars
of buttons.
Full buttons.
Campaign buttons.
Wow.
We've got tons of them, and there's stuff in here.
That's incredible.
On
now,
display.
Is that legal
this
to
is
have that many?
This is a plant peanut jar. If you can see that.
You can't.
Yeah, we can see. I mean, you can see there's a lot in there. It's hard. There's a reflection a little bit on the glass, but wow.
Yeah, it's huge. It's really heavy.
There was so many buttons it was drowning out your audio for a
you
second.
can't see it.
There's
Is that Jimmy?
Jimmy Carter.
There he is.
She's got all kinds of stuff.
Do you have any Michael Dukakis?
I might. I'm not sure, but I might.
Okay.
Now, Tracy, knowing how you love eBay, have you ever been tempted to take a couple of those from Mom, and when she's not working? No. Okay.
No.
Or have you?
Did you ever look up the value of any of them?
No,
Just
not
out of curiosity. Really?
We did look up a few other things that she has. Not recently. We're trying to get her to start selling on Facebook Marketplace because she's got she's got bigger things that are just better suited to somebody coming and picking them up. So we're trying to clear out her garage and sell stuff that way. So she's learning that right now.
Wow.
But we did look up. We looked up a lamp that you had that was. Yeah, we looked up a lamp Grandma had, and it's worth like $900.
Very nice.
Where's that lamp?
It's downstairs. Downstairs.
Now your daughter's house.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Where is it?
I don't know.
Just kidding. There's no lamp. Now, wait, are you going to be sending Mama Ventures out to meet people in the wild to exchange goods? I mean, that's not.
No.
Exactly
She's
great.
not allowed to have people come here. She has to meet them at the Quick Check.
Okay.
Gas
The what?
station.
Quick Check is it's like a 7-Eleven, like a convenience store. slash gas station.
Yeah, no, she knows she's not allowed to have people come here. She has to go in person during the day. You know, I do the same thing. I don't let anybody come to my house. I go
Well,
meet
we were
them.
talking about that earlier. You only let her on Zoom, right? You're not even letting her out of the house these days. Is that what's happening?
Well, you can't really stop her. Yeah,
She tried.
She
but
tries.
no. Yeah.
she's very stubborn. She's her looks are deceiving.
I don't know. She looks like a cold-hearted. She could take
Oh.
care of business.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt about it.
I'd be a little worried if I met her out there in the dark.
You
You
don't want
should be.
you don't want to mess with her.
I'm not going to do it.
I think it's great. And you just do it for the love of collecting, right? Is that basically why you've done it all these years? You just love collecting these items? You never had
I
any
love
desire to sell them. You just love having collections.
Yeah, I love collecting. I mean, I've got so many cookie cutters.
Yeah.
Mostly antique ones.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
she's got really nice collect. If someday I'll have to do a house tour of her house because her
Mhm.
house is,
Yeah.
I often refer to my mother as Martha Stewart on crack because I actually think she's more talented than Martha Stewart because she can cook and she can sew and she can make anything. She can paint. What she does with her collections is like amazing. Whenever any house that we've had, whenever anybody walks in, they go, "Oh my God. Oh, they're like looking all over the place because she's just got such a flair and it's eclectic and she doesn't go out to like, Target and decorate her house. It's all from like yard sales and thrift stores and antique stores and inherited stuff. And just like me, like I don't have anything in my house that I bought new, not like hardly anything other than like sheets and,
Right.
things like
Wow.
that. But yeah.
So I have a question then. Tracy, why did you start? You have similar bugs, right?
Yeah.
You have similar probably tastes. You have a similar raised environment, yet you choose to sell. Mama Ventures choose to keep. What's the difference there?
Well,
And did you start as a collector? I'm sorry. Did you start as a collector and then suddenly say, "Wait a minute, I
Yes.
can make some money doing this"? Is that how it started?
Yes.
Yeah.
And basically it started when I had I had too much stuff and I had to get to the point where I was starting to need to get rid of stuff. I'm still there. I've only made it worse by selling on eBay, quite honestly. But
Yeah.
but also like I was kind of like when I first realized like, oh my God, like I could go yard selling and thrifting and actually like make money doing it. It just never really occurred to me because that's just something that I grew up doing. It's something that as an adult I love to do. We're both very frugal and thrifty, so we're not the type of people that are going to go out and spend a ton of money on something. So we'll wait until we find the right thing or something that we can paint or alter or fix. We're both kind of famous for that. We take something and make it into something else, especially her.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, she's insane. I'm not even like people don't even understand the full scope of her creative insanity. They don't.
So it's not just repairing items. It's like creating something new out of two different items. Like she'll merge them and make something. Wow.
She was doing upcycling before upcycling was a thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really, really, really impressive.
Do you guys have a favorite place to go together, or do you guys go together? Yard sales.
Yard sales. Yeah, but we like to go to little shops too.
Yeah.
Thrift shops. Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We have fun like just spending the day picking around and like we'll be walking around and she'll be like, "Ooh, Tracy, look at this." I'll be like, "Oh, Mom, this looks," and then she'll be like, "How much do you think this is worth?" Or I'll be like, "Oh, here's what something for your whatever collection," and that's kind of how we do it. And then just as I've become a reseller, it's just sort of like added on to that. It's just like another arm to that, So we're not just looking for one or the other. We're looking for something else.
The other thing Tracy does is every so often she'll call me up and say, "Hey, Mom, do you want to come up and play? I've got a day off." So I go to her house and we move furniture and we tear down everything. Yeah.
We read that.
Nice. And you list. Does she get you the list? Hey, come on over. Let's hang out. And then she gets you the list.
I don't have to do that. She just takes over. She just takes like she walks in and she starts going like,
Okay.
The wheels start turning.
Yeah, she starts going like this and looking around, and so before you know it, my house looks completely different, but it works.
Very cool.
how's Mama Ventures? Okay, so you guys say you go to the little charity shop or whatever on the corner, and you're looking around. You score something that you think's kind of a big deal with the value. You go up to the front. You're getting ready to pay for it. How is Mama Ventures poker face in that moment? Is she able to hold on to that? Yeah, I'm getting $200 profit right here. Or is she giggling, cackling like a psychopath?
No, she knows how to play the game. She's an OG.
OG. Okay.
Original gangster.
Oh, girl, I thought.
Oh, almost had a murder live.
Live. That's one way to get ratings, huh?
Yeah, right. Yeah. No, she knows how to play, and you know, she's not shy. Like if somebody, like I said, we're both very frugal, and she's more frugal than I am. And if she doesn't like the price of something, she'll just be like, and just, like put it away. Like she don't play, you know, like she's gonna pay what she's gonna pay, and that's it, right? Wouldn't you say? Yeah,
pretty much.
She has no problem. She's better at walking away, and I'm not.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yes, that's true, Eric. My daughter is now an eBay seller also.
3 generations.
God help us all.
Yeah.
Is it weird that when you go in together to an antique mall or something like that, right? Mom's looking for things that she likes. You're looking for things that you think she might like and that you like, but you're also obviously thinking about, I can make money on this. I can make money on this. Where mom isn't really thinking that. She's just thinking, boy, do I like that pin. Boy, do I like that vase. Boy, do I like that. Like, how do you ever have a conversation about that? Like, pick that up. Don't pick that up. Like, I'm just curious what the dynamic is with you.
It used to be that way.
Yeah.
I used to go in and just look for, oh, I like this. I'll take that home.
Yeah.
Now I'll find something and say, Tracy, what do you think? And I'm beginning to develop an eye.
Okay.
You know, so that I know the things that she can make money on, and I'll point them out.
Yeah, sometimes like when we're together, she'll find stuff and she'll be like, how about these? And I'm like, oh, Mom, you found like a grail item, you know? And she's like, I did? You know, she gets all excited. And I'll be like, yeah, and it won't be anything that she would want, you know what I mean? And it might not even be something that I would want. Like we were at a yard sale last year and she found a whole bunch of vintage troll dolls. I don't want trolls. She doesn't want trolls. But as soon as she showed them to me, the vampire troll and the Irish troll and I was like, oh yeah, we can make money off of those. So we picked them up, and sure enough, they sold. And you know, I'm like, good job, Mom. You know.
Yeah. Did you get a cut? Does she get a cut of your stuff like that?
No,
because I'm frugal, like my mama told me.
She taught you well.
Yeah. I usually take her out to lunch though, but she tries to not let me do that either.
And
I know, but sometimes I just make her. What about you? Do you guys, Marty, you thrift with your wife, right?
Yeah, we go to estate sales together. Yeah, we go to estate sales a lot, and there is an antique mall that we've been going to. It's only open. It stinks. It's only open on Friday and Saturday. It's only open 2 days a week, and it's like a farmers market / antique mall. So they have like, you know, food and whatnot. And then they have all these guys that go out in their booths. So like, we love to hit those on Friday and Saturday, but we go every week and there's really not a lot of turnover. That's what's depressing. Like they'll bring in a few different new, it's kind of the same stuff every week. Whereas estate sales, we really like, because you never know what you're going to find in a estate sale. That's our number one.
Do you not go thrifting and yard selling?
We haven't been yard selling in a while. We really stick with the estates. There's a lot of estate sales by us, especially right now, like March, April, May is like, everybody comes out of the woodwork from the winter and they start open. It's a great time for us in our area. Yeah. I think I mentioned this on one of the early shows with Travis. My best months on eBay are always, for whatever reason, March and April. It's always my best months because that's when we get the most stuff from estate sales. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 years in a row it's worked for us. Well, and today
you gotta process and list that stuff pretty quickly to take advantage of that then.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. That's always the name of the game, right? Get it right up. That's why I had that silly death pile video like everybody does. But that was stuff from, you know, I hate to admit it, but that was stuff from like last spring that we just never got around to listing. Like, it's almost human nature. Like, you go for a bunch of stuff, you think, oh, I could flip this immediately, and you want to get those up right away. And the other ones I put in the corner, say, I'll get to that later. Yeah. And then we go to another one. Ooh, this, and this. I'm going to sell that. We'll put those on later. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, you have. So I whittled mine down really well. We're pretty caught up right now. But we are itching to get out to an estate. Today was 7-something degrees over here in
Mm.
Pennsylvania. It was glorious out, absolutely beautiful day. And it got me all pumped up to go out to an estate sale. And it's what, Monday? There's no estate sales. So I got to wait till Friday when it's supposed to be 35, of course. But
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, we may
But-
have to travel down to Pennsylvania one of these weekends and see
Yeah,
what that's all about.
absolutely.
Yeah,
There's
I
a
think we
lot of.
should send Mama Ventures right into Marty's death pile and see what she can
Oh,
figure out.
please. My former death pile. It's gone. now.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Do you have a
pretty
death pile, Travis?
amazing. Yeah. I think, I haven't talked to the
Absolutely.
missus yet, but I think we are kind of like done buying stuff for a while because we've got certain lots of stuff that we purchase. So there's a lot of similar items in chunks that it's just kind of tedious to get them all listed out there. So we've been focusing on getting all that stuff on and not spending as much money and just making money, which is a novel concept.
Novel idea. That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Yeah. And my wife and I, we like to go to the estate sales, but if she's being honest, she likes the yard sales better because estate sales, we kind of split up. We conquer, divide and conquer.
Yep. Absolutely.
So I don't see her. She doesn't see me. But when we go to yard sales, it's like you're together and you're having fun together, similar to a Mama Ventures situation where you guys are right there. You're playing off each other. You're using the code words. You guys all have a code system. You guys don't give too much away, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're a little like secret ops to a degrey, like, I mean, we're not going to act all like excited if we find something that, we'll just be like, oh yeah, I guess we could take that, that kind of thing. When you're in your head, you're like, ching, ching, ching.
Absolutely. It's hard to keep the poker face on though. It is. It's
yeah,
hard
it is. Yeah. I think we've been doing it long enough. And I should be doing what you're doing, both of you, what both of you are doing. And every week I look around and I go, oh my God, I have to stop. I can't go shopping anymore. And every weekend, my little partner there says to me, let's just go in the car. And there we go. And we come home with more stuff. And so I've got an obscene amount of death pile right now. But
it's an opportunity. Opportunity to make
theoretical money. It's all
theoretical money
right there.
Yep.
So just an example of some code speak. And it's always you got to have like a spring training of this, my wife and I. So when the first yard sales hit, and here in Colorado, it's like, I don't know, June, because it's still snowing forever. Yeah. And freezing forever. But she collects books, and we'll go to a place. And last year there was this big collection of books they were trying to get rid of, and my wife wanted to just buy them all at a better price. And I think I picked up a first edition From Whom the Bell Tolls Hemingway.
Oh.
And I was like holding it up and like, trying to do the code. Except I didn't know the code. We change our codes every year so no one picks it up, right? So I was using last year's code. She did not have the new code. So she's like, oh, I have that one already. And I'm like, okay. So I put it back and we left it.
Oh, no.
And then I told her about it later, and she's like, the heck you're doing? First edition Ernest Hemingway. I'm like, the code. We didn't back and we left. So that's spring training. You got to have that code worked out early on so you can hit the ground running. So that's my tip of the night. Yeah.
So you actually left without that?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Thanks for mentioning it again. Yeah, we did.
Oh, that just hurts.
It does.
Right. I know what you mean though. Like when Eric and I go out yard selling or thrifting, like sometimes I'll be like, what do you think of this? And he'll be like, no, we don't need any more of those. And I look at him like, do we really not need more of those? Or are you just telling, like sometimes you're like, for real?
Yeah. See, that sounds like code work. You guys got to work. You need some wind talkers or something like that.
Yeah. We'll have to work on that though. But I agree with what your wife said about like the chatting at the yard sales is fun too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
the interaction.
It's fun.
It's not as much interaction at estate sales. I find estate sales are a little bit more solitary. Everybody's like a bunch of miners in a mine. They're all kind of working away.
Yeah.
Right. And the yard sales are sort of more like the social, aspect of it.
It would be good to sing "Hi Ho" with everybody in their state house at the same time. That would be good.
Yeah.
A lot of our estate sales here have professional
Yeah.
people running them. I don't know if that's how you do it there, but that, so it's not as much fun.
Here's what you
they're
do.
doing a business,
You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
it's different. It's definitely two
Yeah.
different things.
Bagels and or donuts. Like if you guys are rolling into that professional estate sale on day 3, they're no longer interested in really being there. They're pretty tired of it. But you roll in with some donuts or some bagels and some cream cheese, things change a little bit. Especially if it's if you hit that same company multiple times.
Yeah.
I could totally see my.
What?
You know what I'm thinking of, don't you?
Martha Stewart baking cakes and stuff.
Oh, there we go.
Lasagna.
The lasagna.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Whoa.
That's a different level. Lasagna.
Yeah, they better be really good for lasagna. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, we go ahead.
So where I used to live, down the street was a lumber yard. These guys, milled lumber and everything. And this pile kept growing in the front yard of the lumber yard of this live edge wood, like the first parts that they take off and they're going to throw it out.
And it has like the bark on the edge, so it's very like rustic looking.
Yeah. So I decided I was going to do some wainscoting with that. And so I stopped to see how much they wanted for it. And the guy says, "Oh, well, I'm just going to get rid of it anyway." He says, and she's with me. And he says, "You can have whatever you want." He says, "I'll even bring it up for you." Tracy says, "Oh, good. She'll make you a lasagna."
Oh.
And somehow or another, that turned into a lasagna and an apple pie.
Got to have dessert. I mean, come on.
Man,
That's incredible.
So is that throwing your mom under the bus? I'm not sure.
Yes.
She was like, "What are you doing to me?" And I'm like, "Well, come on. The guy's giving you all the wood. He's driving it over and dropping it off. You can be nice to him." Like, thanks. He was awfully happy though.
Yeah, just curious. What would you make your mom do if I gave you a kidney?
I would hope it's worth more than some live edge wood,
Well, I'm hoping pay one of my kids college tuition or something, or like cakes for life.
She only does cooking.
Okay.
Cream puffs, maybe.
Oh,
a lot of cream puffs.
Cream puffs, yes.
Oh, yeah. My mom can. Let me tell you what, she can cook and she can bake.
God bless
You
her.
you might not miss that kidney that much,
How many you get? Like 4 or 5 of those things?
Yeah,
I got 20.
They go right back anyway.
Yeah.
Dime a dozen.
Hey,
Paul has a request.
Yeah, Paul the Knowledge Bomb.
Paul.
That's what we call him.
Paul came on.
What else we got in here?
But those are the nice ones.
He put on a clinic last week, Paul. So he's here. He's ready to roll.
Let's see what we got.
Some local ones.
Oh, this is
Can we full cream them so we can get some really good
Yeah,
shots
sure,
of those
absolutely.
things?
Yeah.
I don't think you can see that. Oh, that one's not too bad. Oh, Baumgarten. Yeah. This was a guy from Woodstock, New York. This guy was Kingston.
These are a lot of local ones, but they're old.
Now look at this one.
She's got a lot of weird stuff in here. Oops.
Can't see it too good. Tell them what it says.
Now, are these all people you made lasagna or?
No.
Yeah, she made lasagna for all these.
Now this one, you can't see it. Oh, darn. It was my best friend running for town clerk in Woodstock.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
This is. I put my glasses on. I can't see. Take a picture. I lose new mini eclairs.
I think you need to angle them down just a little
There
bit.
There you go.
Yeah, because it's hitting the light or something.
Now this laptop, I gotta do something different with
That's
this.
a cool one. That's a
Sorry.
neat one.
Yeah, that's original.
Can't see that one at all. No.
There
That
you go.
one's on.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect, Tracy. That's it.
Okay.
See, I've got a lot of these camp.
Sure.
Mama Victor, do you have a favorite button that's not in that you keep somewhere else?
She has a like one somewhere.
I can't find it. I don't know where it is. It might be in this pile somewhere. No,
Oh, here. Which one of you guys was talking about this? One of you guys was talking about this.
Oh, Aussie Cola. Ah, that's me.
Yeah.
Aussie Cola. Absolutely.
Right? I
Yep.
thought so.
Me and my Aussie. Sure. Great commercial.
Yeah.
Actually, my John Kennedy for president is the one that I really like, and that's hanging in the kitchen. That's this great big huge
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah.
Oh, you have multiples of those then.
No,
Greg Luzinski. Sure. Yeah.
Wow.
The bull.
that's enough, huh? You got
Is that
more?
good?
Are you a Phillies fan, Marty?
Keep going?
What's that?
Are you a Phillies fan?
No, not at all. Met fan.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But I live very near Philly, so you know, Luzinski's a big name.
Here's a Merry Christmas. Here's a Merry Christmas. Can you see that?
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, that's sweet.
It's okay to
Oh,
say
you
Merry
just set off
Christmas.
all the YouTube censors.
Certainly is.
Gonna get blacklisted.
What's that one?
Oh, wait. Hang on.
Trouble with that one.
Yeah.
It's yellow too, which is oh, there we
Oh,
go.
there you go, right there.
Is that your face or is your hair on backwards?
Do you see
Have
the
you
question,
worn-
guys? Paul Tidwell
you
was
worn
asking,
that
do you
one?
have any idea what the oldest button in the collection is? Is there do you have any no?
No, not a clue.
Okay.
Because I just collected them because I liked them, not that they were really anything. This is
Yeah.
This used to be our local district attorney.
Yep.
Okay. See, I think you would
You-
do great on Facebook with that stuff. You would, because it's local to you, and a lot of people would know who that is. You know who
Yeah,
those people are.
probably.
Or nationally, it
think-
might not be.
I don't think she's looking to
I'm
sell.
not selling them.
Oh, here you go,
Not yet.
Marty. Look.
Uh-oh, what we got? Oh yeah, there we go. Sure.
Yeah.
Can I see? I know it's gonna sound silly. Can I see the back of that one?
I don't think it's that old.
Yeah, no, it's mine. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a barcode. So
Yeah.
very cool.
No, this is the last one. Ulster County Sheriff Van Blarkum.
Wow.
Hey, Blarkin. I know that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's got like hundreds.
They're just
Hundreds.
Paul stating the obvious to everybody. Everybody that's watching is thinking the same thing. Like,
You know what
Yeah.
else? Sometimes you can sell. I picked up a lot of pencils from somebody else who was involved in helping run a campaign. Never heard of the
Yeah.
person, but I sold a big lot of pencils for some assemblyman campaign or something like that. People will buy that on occasion if it's unique. I don't know. I don't know if they just
Mhm.
collect all the assemblymen ever in Colorado, or just maybe they needed something to write with. I really don't know. So
I don't know.
interesting.
You still digging? A pizza deal.
that is a deal.
$4.
Unless that's Little Caesars, then it's not really a deal.
Yamaha 85.
Hey, how about is there any that Mama Ventures would like me to look up on WorthPoint?
I don't
No,
know.
you can look up my Kennedy if you want to.
Kennedy? All right.
It's about 6 inches in diameter, I would say. I didn't measure it. You want me to go measure it?
No.
yeah.
Let me see it again, though, so I can, when I see it, I'll know. Okay.
That
yeah,
really
that's
is.
John F. Kennedy. You're right. Okay. Let me look.
You just wanted to make sure. Yeah.
Yeah, just to see if she knew what she was talking about. It truly is. All right. Let me get that shared up here. Sorry, folks. Mama Ventures is going off here for a second.
I'm taking it out.
Okay.
You're putting them back.
I can add it, Travis, when you're ready.
I've been taking them out, and you're putting them
Well, I
back.
thought we were finished with
No,
them.
well, I was looking to see if it was
Oh.
if there was anything.
Okay.
Oh, you
Well, it's not youth for John F. Kennedy, right?
No, it's just for president.
Okay. That's too bad.
Oh,
Oh,
darn.
All right.
that's it. That's it. We're
All
not
right,
coming on that show with you anymore, Travis.
All right,
Sorry.
Paul has a prediction. Can we bring up the screen yet or no?
Yeah. What's your prediction? Yeah, let's go ahead and put your
Paul has his
value
prediction in there. Everybody feel free to enter a guess.
So he's saying 30 to 50.
Okay.
All right.
And if Paul says 30 to 50, it's probably
That's a
30 to 50.
pretty, yeah, that's probably a good one. I'm just trying to scale this back a little bit because only
Okay.
6,000 of them came up.
Okay.
Oh, my.
gee.
Yeah.
Popular guy, that Kennedy.
Yeah. Ouch. It's a dangerous bucket to be sticking your hand in, by the way.
All right. Eric's got 20 to 25. Gulf Coast pickers say 25. The actual retail price is
Oh, here we go. Is it say for president? Can you hold it one more time?
Yep.
Sorry.
Yes.
yeah, it does.
For president.
Okay. I think I got it. So let's Marty, can you say the values again that people chose?
Yes, we have Paul is high at 30 to 50. We have Rachel's up to Rachel's the top right now. It's 65. Eric between 20 and 25.
Now, are these bids or these are their ideas for what it's
I know. Yeah, there you go. Gonna make mama some money.
Button auction.
And we have Darwin at 50.
Okay.
That's what's coming in so far.
All right. I am ready to share. You can put it up.
You ready?
Yes.
You sure?
Drum roll, please.
Here we go. I'll scroll up when you're ready.
There you go.
Okay. So we have, this looks to be the one, right?
That's it.
That's
Yep.
it.
Is the back the same?
Does it look like that?
Yes.
Does it? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Drum roll, please. All right.
$40.
All right.
Last year or 2 years ago. That's a pretty recent comp.
Yeah, that's
I
not
mean,
bad.
I think everybody's guess is right what someone could sell it for pretty easily.
Look where Paul is. 30 to 50.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good job, Paul.
The
Eric
man
was
knows.
only willing to pay $7 for Mama Venture's pen. I don't know if that's
Eric.
good for Eric.
Cheapskate.
Yeah.
Come on.
But if we look at a different one here, there's also this one from even older. But
No.
this is a different back, so I didn't want to bring that one up.
Yep. No, that's not the one.
Okay.
The first one is
And-
exactly it.
Okay. There we go. And then I just want to show this one in case you ever see this one, Mama Ventures.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Show us the money.
Yeah, show us the money. This would be the one to really keep an eye out for.
Youth
Youth.
for John Kennedy.
Youth for John F. Kennedy.
Oh,
Yeah.
$2,700.
Whoa.
Oh,
That
We're
was an
looking
auction.
for that this year,
That wasn't
Mom.
even eBay. That was an auction.
Wow. That's impressive.
So
And I like, you notice at the bottom, it tells you why, like it gives you a description, 3.5 inch with metal. It tells you basically like why it's worth more, right? Or it gives you some background on the item. That's cool.
it's even got a moisture stain.
Hey.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. That's that.
Very cool.
thank
That is
you.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
See that? You might have like $500 worth of buttons here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
probably easy. Yeah.
easily. I know
Who
she
knows?
doesn't
But
want
don't
to.
tell them to Eric. He'll give you $20 for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a big score. That's great. If anybody, I
What?
don't even know what that means, but it's funny.
It's a good name for a band.
That's the second best one I've ever heard on YouTube, actually.
Yeah, there's only
if
one
anybody-
better.
There's only one better. I have a T-shirt made already. If anybody out there would like something looked up, Travis will be happy to look up an item for you. If you have something unique,
Yeah,
that
let's
you
do
can't
it.
find comps for. It's one of the little segments we do on our show. So please put your requests in the comments, and we'll take a look for you.
What did we do last week? Didn't we do a
Did a whole bunch of
Resident
stuff.
Evil chainsaw Wii remote or something like that?
Tracy usually
Yeah.
brings all the goodies with her.
Did you sell it?
Yeah, did you?
Not
sell
Not
it?
yet. Not yet. That one is one of those things where it's going to need just the right person. We have a lot of watchers on. I think we have like 13 watchers on it.
Oh, okay. So it's liquid though. Okay.
We do. Yeah, we have a lot of those. But I sold your Star Wars glasses today in an hour.
In an hour.
Remind me what Star Wars glasses?
Well, didn't you say someday you were going to buy that collection you had back again from the 80s, the C3PO glasses that I sold today?
Oh,
Yeah.
I was thinking.
I was thinking, me too. I don't know why. Spectacles.
Yeah.
I was like, am I what? Am I?
Let me put on my thinking glasses so I can understand.
Oh, there you go.
You're talking about those Empire Strikes Back Burger King glasses. Is that a full set or just 7 random
7?
ones?
No, they were 7 of the same exact ones. And
Wow.
and I put that video on my Instagram, and I think I have a short on YouTube about how I can't stop buying fragile glass stuff constantly.
Yeah.
And I constantly get made fun of it. I get made fun of. Thank you for it, but I still can't help it. And in that huge box of stuff, which we paid $10 for the entire box, there was stuff that wasn't even in that box that I didn't show. Those were in there, 7 of those same glasses. So I said, well, there's 7 of the same ones. I'm not going to sell them as a set. They're a random number, an odd number. So I'm just going to sell them singly. So I listed them this morning for $14.87 a piece plus shipping. And in an hour, a guy said, will you take $10 a piece plus shipping if I buy them all? I said, yep, let's do it. So there you go, right out the door. Now I have to panic for a week while they ship, but
yeah.
Did you double box them? That's a tough one. 7 different glasses. That's no
I've
fun.
done scarier than that, but yeah.
Have you really?
Yeah. And they made it. Yeah. These are well, you know what those Burger King glasses feel like. They're not like solid.
No, they're very thin.
They're
I have
very thin.
McDonald's glasses, which are similar. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have to be extra careful.
Yeah, I heard Mama Ventures used to break one of those glasses over somebody's head and just start cutting. A funny story about those glasses. So Tracy, I think a couple weeks ago, you asked us each kind of what our grail is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That might be like a lifetime grail for me to get like a really nice set of those. I've seen them in, antique shops, and I've seen them all over the place. I just want to be able to find them for, a cheaper price. But on my 3rd birthday, this would have been like 1980 or 7. Yeah, I guess it would have been 80. So maybe I was 4. My mom went to the Burger King there after Empire Strikes Back had come out. And you know how back in the good old days, they would have like a big cardboard cutout of C3PO and R2D2 there, and they're like holding the glasses, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So she went and got that from the Burger King, and that was there at my birthday. So that was like the greatest birthday in history for me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm 4. I'm like, all of a sudden there's a life-size C3PO in there. And
doesn't get much better than that.
I've always wanted, I know I had those glasses at some point when I was a kid, but obviously didn't really care that much.
Yeah.
But now I care. And someday, I want to find not the Return of the Jedi or any other ones, just the Empire Strikes Back set. So yeah, that was really cool to see those.
That's phenomenal.
I'll keep my eye out for you, Travis.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And a Tron arcade cabinet too. Keep your eye out for that. Yeah.
The what?
The Tron arcade cabinet.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah, that's also maybe $70. So if you see one of those, just go ahead and pick it up. Sell your mom's pins, whatever.
Whatever you got to do.
Yeah. No problem.
I won't mind.
No problem.
Yeah. And Travis and Tracy both have phenomenal eBay stores. I put links to them in the description, so check them both out. They have some very cool, unique items. Highly recommend you visit. And like Tracy said, though, Travis, those glasses are very fragile. They're really thin. They're like very extra thin, cheap glass, I guess. But that makes it even harder to find good, good quality versions of them.
And of course, that type of glass, the pictures would rub off.
Yeah. Yep.
So they're fewer and fewer available.
Exactly. Yep.
That. How did you find 7 of the same one?
Okay, so we went to a place that we've been to quite a few times. It's a place that's like in the country, in the middle of nowhere. We go out that way probably about once a month on a route. And we've been to this place like maybe 3 times before. And we both know, Eric and I both know, like there's gold in this place. The problem is it's in this like old dilapidated Grand Union grocery store
Mhm.
building. Okay. There's no heat in it, concrete floors. The asbestos ceiling tiles are like collapsing all over the place. There's rain and ice like dripping inside the it's just terrible.
Yeah.
It's freezing cold in there. And what these people do is they do like house clean outs and like auctions and stuff like that. And I think this is sort of like dumping ground for the stuff that they deem non-auction worthy. So it's this whole abandoned grocery store full of tables and boxes and bags, but there's like not a lot of like care taken, not a lot of it's kind of heartbreaking because we were there this past weekend and I found that box that I showed you, which they had a $10 box lot sale. So we decided, well, we'll wear gloves and hats and we'll brave the cold. It's supposed to be like 60 on Saturday, so maybe it won't be that bad. It was pretty bad. It was still pretty bad. It was freezing cold in there, but we managed to make a box of a $10 box full of glass. And we probably could have done more, except that because they don't really value anything that's in there, there is stuff that is so good that is just smashed and broken and chip out of it and ear off and everything. And it's really terrible. Like dragonware. I don't know if you guys know what dragonware is. We found this dragonware like in the bottom of a pile of it's just like so haphazard. And it would have been absolutely beautiful and like $20 like little plate, but they're all smashed up and cracked and stuff like that. So anyway, after I said, what's the $10 box sale involved? She said, basically go grab one of those banana boxes and anything that you can put in there that is some kind of glass is up for grabs, except if it's in these hutches, which I don't know why, because I didn't see anything great in the hutches. There was better stuff outside the hutches. But I walked past a table and 7 of those glasses were sitting right there. And I was like, no way. And I picked them up. I swear to God, they have never seen a dishwasher. Never. I don't even think they were ever washed. So I probably could have gotten my full price, maybe even a little bit better. But, I'm kind of also, especially these days where things are a little like draggy and slow on eBay, I'm kind of like, I want them in and out before they break. It's a lot of space to take up 7 glasses in a box because I pre-pack everything that we sell. We pre-pack. So it takes up a lot of room.
Yeah.
So that's the story of those glasses. But I may find more. You never know. For you, Travis. Eric, I don't know if you caught that. Eric said we have a full set of Star Wars glasses, which that could be true.
Yeah, I just need your address.
Okay.
I thought he was going to post that, but he hasn't yet.
And yes, Dominic, it is now that you're here.
Yeah, thanks for joining, Dom.
Wow.
Primetime Treasure Hunter in the house. Good to have you.
Can you hear me now? I am doing some WorthPoint lookup for you right now behind the scenes. So see what I can find.
Very cool. Yeah, that was let me pull that back up. That was a really specific request there.
Yeah,
State of New York, Journal Volume 3 transmitted to the.
Wow, that is very specific.
That's incredibly specific.
I don't know what half of those words are, to be honest.
Wow.
Am I looking for a book?
Look at Paul. Paul already has the answer. Paul already has the answer. Look at him.
Boy, that Paul, he's like speedy.
Yeah, he doesn't fool around, Paul.
I guess not.
Paul's no joke.
And Paul's not even looking it up on WorthPoint. He just knows.
He just knows that.
He's like, oh, I remember that.
Paul dabbles in the adjunct general.
He does. He does.
Adjunct in. I'm going to keep looking though, just to back up Paul's claim.
Yeah. And Travis, have you figured out any really good way to search effectively on there? Because you said it's such a gigantic database. Like, are there any tricks or anything that you could share as far as like honing in on keywords or something?
Yeah, please don't use this one I'm looking up as an example because that's a pretty insane title.
That is.
But yeah, if you don't mind, I'll share my screen again.
Yeah,
and we can go through a couple things. I can show you a couple tricks.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I guess I need to share my screen though, don't I? Okay.
Yep. I'll pop it up for you.
Okay.
Ready?
So do it. Yeah, go for it.
All right.
We will come back to this adjunct
Adjunct.
general. Yeah, we'll come back for that one here in a little bit. That's definitely I do like this Cobra poster though.
On a complete side
Oh,
note.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Just that's not what we're looking up for. So here's something. Eric just mentioned Wizards of War, right? Is that what you mentioned, Eric? Some kind of video game? Wizard of War. All right. So if you type Wizard of War here, like so, it's what WorthPoint is going to do. It's going to look for every listing that includes the word wizard, of, and war. Well, probably not of, but wizard, war. It'll look up everything.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to get 102,000 things, very similar to the adjunct general book that I just tried to look up. Okay.
Yes.
But if we want to look up a very specific phrase of a very specific order of words, we do this. You put your quotation marks around it, then do your search, and that narrows it down just a little bit. And right off the bat, we see a Wizard of War cabinet right here. Okay,
There you
so
go.
that's the biggest tip, because most people don't know about that. I didn't know about it. I had to go
No,
look
me
it
neither.
up.
Yeah.
So these words like the, of, and, not terribly important to the search, but if you want a combination of words, you get those quotes in there.
Okay.
Here's another thing. Let's see. What would be? Let's see. Conan. How about Conan? We got PT here. So Conan and Red Sonja. All right. So if I type in Conan and Red Sonja, I'm going to get everything that includes either Conan,
Right.
the word red, maybe, I don't know, it might not be everything, and Sonja. But Primetime would want to say, no, I want to see a book or a print or something with both of them, not either or. So here's what we do. We do Conan and in caps, and then we create a second phrase here. I'm doing this on the fly, so I think I'm not BSing you, but we'll find out here in a second. That sucked. All right, that was a terrible.
That's all right.
thing.
Don't worry, we're not live. I'll edit it all. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, this is not live.
No.
This, right? Cool. Let's try this. No pressure.
No, none whatsoever.
So far, it's working great. I hope Dom is impressed with my WorthPoint search skills.
I was going to ask if Don wanted anything to look up, because I'm sure he has,
Yeah.
quite
just don't ask me for
pretty
Conan
collection.
and Red Sonja, please.
So of course he does.
What?
Of course.
I think that quotation thing works in a bunch of different apps. It's not just WorthPoint. I think eBay is similar.
This is called regular expression.
Okay.
And actually, now that I'm thinking of it, it seriously may be that many things that contain Conan and Red Sonja.
I guess it's possible. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that actually might be the case. Did Dom throw something in there?
Just the fact that he has a video about that.
Oh, he's already done all this.
Oh, please.
Double quote.
Yeah, it's like just, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they
Child
say
play.
flattery is the best form of something or another.
Something like that.
Adjunctment.
I bet he could probably pronounce adjunct too.
He probably could.
He probably
Yeah.
could.
He's a New York guy.
I'm guessing, he's smart enough to do that because he's like college educated and stuff.
You want to know what Dom doesn't know about?
Uh-oh. That sounds like fighting words.
The triple quotes.
Oh,
Boom!
he really did. Hickory duck.
Same thing, but he didn't know about it.
Have you ever compared like a Terapeak search result to a WorthPoint search result to see how they compare to each other?
What was the first one? I'm sorry. A what search?
Terapeak.
Oh, Terapeak versus WorthPoint.
Terapeak will only include the last year.
It's a
WorthPoint
year.
will go back 20 years.
Right.
Oh, wow.
But yes, I still do that. If there's enough comps on Terapeak, I won't even bother with WorthPoint, to be honest. WorthPoint, I find, is a great thing for the very, very kind of unique items. Or if sometimes people actually put descriptions in their item that tell you what it is. So
Yeah.
maybe you pick up something cool in an estate sale, but you don't know the first thing about it. Sure, you could do a Google search sometimes, maybe that'll come back. But sometimes you can find it on WorthPoint, and then you start looking at existing listings from those sales. And yeah, the price comp thing is neat, but sometimes just as important is finding out what the heck, where was this made? When was it made? What is it called? And then you can seed your SEO on your listings with that information. So I think that's uber important.
That question.
Do we have another lookup? I'm still Winnie the Pooh, 1926. Okay, that sounds like something. So here's Winnie the Pooh.
Does Dominic know how to say macrame now?
I think he
does.
He didn't know.
He still doesn't.
Oh, I love Dom. That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen on his show.
Are we looking at a plush? Are we looking at a book? What are we looking at here with Winnie the Pooh?
What is it?
Yeah.
A book?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Is it a plush? Is it a book?
It says well loved. I'm thinking plush.
Guess there's a few of them.
Oh, maybe it is a book.
Yeah, I don't know. A little clarification, Eric, if you could.
Do you have that, Eric?
Yeah, he says he has one in great condition and another in well-loved condition.
Wow.
10
grand for that one.
Okay.
Book. Okay. Just wanted to make
sure.
But
they drop. Here's one of the caveats with WorthPoint. At least in Terapeak, you can get a sense if an item was relisted multiple times and the auction or the guy ended it, and you can see it listed again and again. You're like, yeah, what's the real price here? And you can also filter by used and new items on Terapeak. That's not something you can do with WorthPoint.
So really?
Your context, there's so much more here in WorthPoint, but the context is not the same. So it does take, if you're here for the pricing, again, you probably need to find as many comps as you can. But again, it's so cool to see something that's sold in 2009 and know what the value was back then. So,
so it's probably like a really good tool to kind of gauge appreciation versus depreciation of certain things. Maybe more, right? Like maybe.
If you're a super analytic person that knows about that stuff, you could probably calculate what you should be able to ask for something. But it's the open market. Who knows? There's lots of fluctuations based on lots of different variables.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm still going to come back to the adjunct general book. That's my new mission. I will not forget about you. But while I'm here, Marty, is it cool for me to do my little? Yes,
please do.
Little thing for today. Okay.
Absolutely. Would you like to go full screen for that, or just on the webpage?
Can we go 2 monitors?
Travis everywhere.
There we go.
Okay. So, the WorthPoint note of the day. Many people, and just by the way, if you're wondering, I think WorthPoint, if you pay by the year, well, I don't pay by the year because I wanted to try it out, see if it's worth it. So far, 2 months in, it's definitely paid for itself. I'm no means like WorthPoint's knocking on my door. Hey, here's some money to keep hawking this. It's not that. But for me, 2 months, for me and my wife looking up stuff, it's been very important, very good for us. But tonight, it's not just about pricing. It's not just about finding out a particular item. This thing, which I recently discovered, is the library. And as a WorthPoint subscriber, they have, well, it says it right there. They have 7,500 collector books online, fully scanned in, searchable PDFs, electronic PDFs that you can save. So I have my own favorite books. Sorry. So I have a few just in here because I've got some glass stuff, some paperweights, and some children books that I like looking at. If some of the, especially these old books, it's very difficult to find out, when the first. Sometimes they don't say the printing date. A lot of these things, they weren't always so formulaic when they were being released. So, but you can add any books you want that they have scanned in, and they're always growing, to your kind of library. But I was going to show you this because a lot of people, you'll watch like Auction Professor and you'll see a bunch of greeting cards and stuff on there sometimes. And I thought this book was just actually really, really cool. So anybody can look up the books, but if you want to read the book, I believe that's where it requires a WorthPoint subscription. So from here, you can go directly, to what you want to look up. So if you wanted to look up, let's say Christmas, they have holidays. Let's look up holidays. And hopefully you're still seeing this.
Yeah, we are.
Okay. So you can just, you're basically turning the pages. These are the actual books that were published in whatever year. So if you're trying to find out more information about a particular card, let's say you pick one of these cards up for, $1 or something at a estate sale like that, and you can look in here. Maybe you find it, maybe you don't, but you can get, it's not so much again about looking up the price. The price is probably so super out of date, but you can get just information on how people are listing them. Sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes they'll have the dates. Like here's one that tells you the date it was created. Who the manufacturer is very, very useful, right? Grinnell or RRH.
Yeah.
That just helps you then go look up the real comps based on what you find here. And again, here's the table of contents. So you can just go right to what you want. But I wanted to show you, I thought I saw like a Halloween one. And you can do searches. So let's search by Halloween. Oh, you got to spell it right. Thought I did. Well, my search is broken. Obviously, this is not my know-how that's broken. This is definitely somebody else's problem to fix. So let's just move right past that and go to the get well. So these are just more things that you can look, and let's look at some of the other books here real quick. This is not a great example because the ones with a lot of words, you can go in there and make notes and highlight stuff. If you're going to be, let's say you picked up a huge lot of, like Valentine cards or something like that. And there was like somebody wrote a dissertation on them and it's published in this book. You can go in there and highlight and make notes on those pages. Again, I want to find a different book instead of this one though. So 1 second. And it's not so extensive like that. We could look up and see if there's a book on pins, for example, for Mama Ventures. But let's look at paperweights here just real quick. I know that's everybody's favorite topic.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Travis, we had a quick question. Could you tell everybody what the subscription is for WorthPoint?
Yeah, I pay $39.99 plus tax per month. It is cheaper if you pay by the year, but I would not recommend that. They do have a 7-day trial. You only get 7 lookups, price lookups during that. Even if you do all that in one day, it's 7 and done.
Yeah.
So I would not recommend buying the full year's subscription to save a few bucks until you know that this is something for you. But I pay $40 a month. Okay.
Yeah, but you're giving everybody a real benefit here by showing some of the features of the product and everything. So it's really helping out, I think, our viewers.
So let's hope WorthPoint comes knocking on your door.
Yeah, well, hey, we're trying.
All right, so here's something where let's go to the table of contents here, and let's say you want to identifying paperweights. You can see all the different. This has nothing to do with WorthPoint, other than the fact that they sat there and scanned all this in.
That's
and
pretty
if you've
cool.
ever got any like Murano glass or some of that fused glass and art glass and stuff, look at this. I mean, you could really become an expert just by studying this page and looking to see what kind of stuff you picked up, and it just makes you more credible when you're trying to list things at a higher perceived value than other things. So
absolutely.
then you get your marks and stuff like that. You got Fenton glass, all those kind of things. Look, I mean, that's just super handy.
It is.
This is a cool mark. I want that one.
Yeah.
But let's say you read something here and you really thought that was, something of value. You can highlight it and it'll bookmark, so you can go back to your highlights. But I really like this. This is like you've read books before and you're like, I want a sticky note. And you just write here, hey, is this from Venice? And you just like, hey, I want to come back to this and check it out.
Yeah.
Save it. And this is from Venice. It's Venetian. In fact, this is one of the eggs I was talking to you guys about a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I love those things.
Yeah, I sold that seahorse for here, and it was
nice.
A lot more than 45.
Yeah.
But so then like you go, you're like, oh, I can't remember where I was. All your notes that you took would be listed right here, so you can go back in here. So like
really cool.
Again, let's say you bought a lot of paperweights or vases or something. As you go through this book, you might find a lot of things that says, this is one of the vases I might have. I'm going to put a little note right here just in case I want to come back here and see if I can identify it. So it just becomes, I know it would be nicer to have this book in hand. Of course it would. But you can't afford or have the space for 7,500 books. So that's just one of the cool features that WorthPoint adds. So here I am. I'm going to see if they have. Let me try buttons. I think that's my problem. I was looking at pins earlier. Let's see if they have a book for buttons. They sure do have a book for buttons.
Do they have?
They have a few different ones, right?
Yeah.
So you might, let's just do it by title. All right, so here's the three main ones they have for buttons. Now, it may not have Mama Venture buttons in here because these look like antique, but you don't know. Just open it up. Let's see. Oh, I know this, so Auction Professor, he loves buttons. And he probably owns this book, right? But
he probably wrote it.
Yeah, he probably did.
He probably wrote it.
But this would be like the first page he'd turn to, and he probably knows all this stuff by heart. But this would be the first section he'd turn to start figuring stuff out. So yeah, just another. And Mama Ventures would love this book. She would love to get in there just to look because she just loves to collect. She's not looking to.
She'll start a new collection.
Yeah. So then the great thing is as you find books that may be valuable to you in the future for listing, you just save them to your favorites. You go anytime you want, and you can pull them up, and you can go into the book proper by just saying read book, or you can quickly just go to the things you want to look at. So picture buttons.
Wow.
Oh, that's not what I expected. But
those are
yeah,
cool.
anyway, find these buttons and send them to me.
Okay. Maybe we'll find someone we're metal detecting this year.
Yeah. And then, yeah, that'd be cool. And then one last thing is WorthPoint has its own app. I don't know if you guys knew that. And you log on to the app. It's even got, the thumbprint where you can just log on quickly. So, when you've been in estate sales and you pull up eBay sold comps, you get 90 days, right?
Yeah.
Well, WorthPoint gives you the same exact database connection that it does on the website. So you got 20 years of eBay and other auctions. It's fantastic for artwork. If you can identify an artist on a painting or something that's on a wall or a mark, and we'll do marks another time. A mark on a vase or something like that. You have 20 years worth of comps in your pocket versus 90 days on eBay, which it may not have even shown up. So that's another cool little feature. I'm still not saying it's worth $40 for everybody, but I think it's worth a couple month investment just to try it out and see if it's something that can be useful to your business. So
Yeah, definitely. Or they can just come on here every Monday night and have you look stuff up for
Well,
them.
that's what they should do, and I was so super successful at it too.
No, it was a real world example of what you would go through on WorthPoint. I think it's fantastic. And you could really set your listings apart with that, because you could, like you said, you could research and get real intense information about items and present that in your description possibly or something, or add special keywords that you might not have thought about or that you never would have found on eBay. You could
Yeah.
add that to your listing for some of those items. That's incredible.
And as long as somebody doesn't ask for something super unique.
Yeah, yeah. Gee,
All
like,
right, you guys go on talking. I'm back to looking up this
Oh, boy.
the specific thing from January 31st, 1868. So you guys, I'm Adventures. What do you got?
Sorry.
yeah, Mama. What do you got? You got anything else other than buttons there for us to look at? Anything else cool we could learn about from you?
I also collect candlesticks,
Okay.
candle holders, all kinds.
Do you have anything we can look at?
Look,
Now that you can. So dark in here right now.
Nothing handy.
Nothing
no,
handy.
not,
She'd
I
have to go
didn't
dig
know
it.
I was going to have to do show and tell.
Well, for next time we'll have a whole segment. Mama's
Okay.
show and tell.
Yeah, next week's actually a dance. So
Mm.
You can get just pricing for 20. I'm not sure what that means, David. For 20
Just
20 lookups. I'm not sure what that means.
for WorthPoint,
Yeah, I'm not sure. Do you know what he's talking about there?
it's first I've heard of it, but I can.
Yeah, Eric was pointing out it's like $200 a year, I guess, which comes out to about 16 a month if you pay for the full year. But like you said, that's really a good that's a big investment.
It
If you're not
is.
going to get a use from it per month, okay.
No.
Yeah, I do per month.
Yeah. And you said what? It's about $40 a month.
$40 a month. No, okay. So here's another thing. I might have signed up with List Perfectly's. They might have had a code, but there are codes out there.
Oh,
And
okay.
I might have got 10% off.
Oh, cool.
Maybe, but it might have been just for the first month.
One
I'm
of your
not
friends
sure.
is here. Can you hear me now? 1000 Sue, show them your wood boxes.
Shh, don't bother them. There we go.
Tell you what,
Okay.
next week I will do more research
boxes?
into the pricing so I can share that with
Okay.
everyone. Some very specific stuff.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can turn on lights and grab something.
Do you want to see them?
I don't know. Grab something if you want.
We got requests for wood boxes.
I've got a wall of wood boxes.
Yeah, it's a little.
Why?
I don't know why, because I collected them.
Is there
No,
wine?
really?
Is there wine
They're
in them?
pretty cool. We could try turning the computer if you
Well, you
want.
gotta put lights on.
I'll
Oh,
put
this is-
lights.
oh, no.
Go ahead.
It's
It's
just
live
getting-
TV.
plug the laptop and move around.
No, you don't.
No, I'm gonna. Yeah. Can you guys still see?
We can.
Oh, this
And
is
this is
crazy.
great
Okay.
entertainment. So just go ahead.
Here, look. You want to see one of my favorite things that my mom has? Can you see this behind me? This painting.
A
Oh, wait.
lion, right?
Oh, I thought that
Yeah.
was real this whole time.
It's got bars on it. See it?
Yeah.
Can you see
Yeah.
that?
Keep the line.
Yes.
What's the history of that, Mom? It's really cool. All right. Yeah, it's famous. She said. Can you see that?
It's a famous what? A famous painting?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, we definitely see it. There's some reflections, but you could tell.
I know. All right, so I'm gonna sort of try to show you
Okay.
since we're doing like all kinds of weird stuff here. See?
Anything goes. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, that's not at all what I thought when she said wooden boxes. Those are like shelves, almost like cabinets.
Oh, like shadow boxes and stuff?
Yeah, almost like like a shadow box or.
All kinds of this one was my father's toolbox for his saws. So
Yeah.
this was my mother's soft box down there. They, some of them have meaning and some of them don't.
Uh-huh.
But she's got oh, here.
There we go. Close up.
Okay.
I saw some cool posters on the wall too.
Yeah, I was just gonna tell you that. So I'll have to tell you about this one. But here. See this?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm trying to there.
Can you
Yeah.
see it?
Yep.
Okay. John Pike was a famous artist, watercolor artist in Woodstock, New York.
Okay.
And he and a lot of his artsy friends used to put on summer theater. And this was a poster that he made for one of their productions,
Ooh.
Bettina's Promise. My husband and I house sat 1 year, and the guy was cleaning out the house because he was moving to Germany, and he threw that out. And my husband said, "You're going to throw that out? Can I have it?" And he said, "Sure, you can have it." So that's why we have it.
Pretty cool, right?
That is very cool.
Yeah, she's in a, like,
Is it one of a kind? Like, do you just make it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. That's actually kind of funny going up the stairs. That's nice.
She by herself. She and my dad bought this house a few years ago. She ripped up all the carpet by herself and cleaned these steps and put all these signs going all the way up the steps. Like I said, Martha Stewart on crack.
Yeah. Steroids. Yeah.
I thought I thought Martha Stewart was on crack these days. Anyway,
She might be, you know. I mean, well, you
She's
know,
Snoop Dogg. How would
she's-
your mom?
she's-
How would Mama Ventures be with Snoop Dogg?
oh, Mama Ventures gets along with everybody, and Snoop is really cool. So, you know, I mean, I think it's hilarious that Martha and Snoop hang out. Personally. All right, we're going to show you one more show and tell thing, and then we're going to sit down again. You ready for this one?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, watch this.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, hit it.
That's a. Should we pretend we know who that is?
You could probably figure it out. If I told you, if I remind you, she's a church lady.
Is it Don the Auction Professor?
I told you she's a church lady.
Jesus?
Would that be Jay Christ? Yeah.
Yeah. The
Yep.
OG.
Yep. And I don't know if you can appreciate the scale of this thing. It's huge.
Is it bigger than that John F. Kennedy button? Your mom.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is big.
It's huge.
Wow.
So, yeah.
What's the story with that? Is that another one-off original painting?
That's another original painting, and it's a similar story in a way. At the church I was going to at the time, there was this illustrator. He did book covers, and he's a very, very good artist. Anyway, and he did this for a play that the children put on, and
Okay.
it was complicated. But then nobody wanted it. And I tried to give it away to all kinds of churches. Nobody wanted it. So I said, "Can I have it?" They said, "Yes, here it is."
Beautiful.
I love it.
Like
Yeah.
like I said, this is what happens.
Ah,
So
I found it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I found
It'll
it.
be fine.
you
Have a
found the
seat,
book.
ladies. Have a seat.
Oh,
Hold up.
We found the legal document from 1868.
I found. Yeah. I
Oh.
think.
Marty Mike, better late than never. Thanks for joining us.
Marty Mike, you're just in time.
You're
for the
you're
most
just in time.
rare, unique
You really are.
thing anybody's ever searched for on the internet.
Yep.
That's not illegal. All right, here we go.
You let me know, and I will.
I am ready. Do it.
Let's go.
Please tell me this is it.
After all that.
looks like it.
This is all 3 volumes, by the way. I think the request was just specifically for volume 3. I don't know.
Mm,
Please tell me that's it.
it has to be.
There's not 2 of these in existence. Come on.
And that's been what, 8 years already. So it might,
No, 8 years is how long it took me to find this thing.
exactly.
Do we have confirmation? I'm afraid
We're waiting for confirmation before we
waiting
close
for
out.
confirmation.
Before we close it out.
We're waiting for confirmation now.
Yes.
Stand by.
I think Dominic Tuckaway said, do they have anything on comics?
Oh, yeah. I had to get this done, and then I'm going to show Dom I'm gonna have a personal private Dom comic book
Oh.
WorthPoint session.
Oh,
Probably.
wow.
Yeah,
Huh.
but he's got to come to Colorado for it. I don't want to share it.
Oh,
I don't want to share it over state lines.
This is the
No
item.
confirmation yet.
No confirmation. I'm waiting. I'm
Are they
right
even here?
ready to post it.
They probably got real bored with me failing.
No, I doubt that. Let's pull up the request again if I could find it. If you want to do one more dummy check and make sure everything. Civil War rosters. Was that part of the here we go.
I hope they say yes, it is, no matter what. Even if they're lying.
Just to make you feel good.
Yeah, seriously.
After all that effort.
Can you tell me that?
Can you hear me now? 1000. Would this be the correct item?
State of New York, Adjutant General.
that's
Survey
your
said.
friend.
Mine?
Yes. Person that keeps talking about yours.
They might have just like fell asleep.
That looks like the right
All right.
one.
Unlikely. All right. We'll just keep, I guess, just up. Hold on.
Whoop. Please tell me.
The title page. Okay.
So probably around that price point somewhere.
Yeah. Exactly. At least it gives you a rough idea. That's true.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly the same thing.
Going close.
Had a lot of words that matched, you know?
Yeah. I'm impressed. Very impressed by the search.
Okay. Okay.
Good job, Travis.
Tremendous.
Yeah. It's all right.
So how much was it worth?
$75
For three. For three of them. But
for three of them. Paul's a little better at this than me. What are you gonna have Paul on? Because geez, man.
Paul,
House.
Absolutely.
All right, so pretty close. Pretty close.
I'm sorry. I think I missed this. I don't know if this was a request to look this up on WorthPoint or if he's just saying, take a look at that one.
Spider-Man number 11.
Yeah, it looks like he wants to know what it's.
He wants to know what it's worth. Okay.
Yeah.
Spider-Man number 11.
Do you want to try that?
Yeah.
If Primetime's still here, you would think he would just know this off the top of his head. He probably
Primetime does know it. It's probably a test.
It could
Yeah.
be. Could be.
Now here's one of the things I don't like about the grading is it's not as easy. I mean, you got to like remove PSA maybe. No, that's not PSA. CGC, I think.
Yeah.
From the searches. So let's try that. Maybe a few Spider-Man 11s.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm ready whenever.
All right, let's bring it up.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Mama Ventures doesn't know who Spider-Man is?
Yeah, I know who Spider-Man is.
Okay. You meant me. You don't know who I am. We've been on the video together. Here you go. Spider-Man 11s. These are all well, that's a lot. That's probably CGC. So let's see if I think you can do this to remove some. So then we remove kind of the grading ones. So these are ungraded Spider-Man 11s, allegedly. This guy just calls it a 9.4 because he's just an expert, or he has Dom's book.
Yeah.
So there you go. You have one of these, Eric? Pretty nice one. And then here's one for $520. Estimated grade 6.0. And that was from a couple years ago. I bet it's higher now.
Yeah.
These probably just don't show up on the market every day. This is a pretty old, important copy of something. Okay.
Singing Mermaid's Treasures is saying 1964. Is that when it came out?
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
let's
he's
see.
saying not Spider-Man, Avengers number 11.
Avengers number 11. Okay, sorry about that.
So never mind any of this. But if you wanted to look up
Yeah.
Spider-Man,
I thought he said Spider-Man too. So
I thought so too.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I said Spider-Man. So
Power
I'm a-
equation.
I'm a worth point overload tonight.
Hey.
Oh, wait. Avengers 11 has Spider-Man in it.
There you go.
Ah.
it's all coming together now.
Yeah. Nobody was wrong. Everyone
No.
was right.
Right.
Okay. There you go. Pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen that cover. I mean, I've never seen it, period, obviously, but I've never seen that cover.
That's pretty nice.
Paul has a
Yeah.
guess for you, by the way, for pricing.
Oh, on the
Raw-
Avengers 11?
Raw medium Avengers 200 to 300.
Raw medium?
Came out in
That's
64 Spider-Man. Is that his
Hey.
first appearance? Singing Mermaid?
Spider-Man?
Tracy?
No, but it's probably
No?
his first appearance in Avengers would be
I
my
got you.
guess.
Okay. I know nothing about comic books, unfortunately.
Me neither.
I know they're very popular, but I don't know. I would be starting from ground zero if I tried to learn from it. But
I'm going to sort.
it's intriguing because everybody's into them. But I'll get
Yeah.
into it. And they'll crash. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, I feel like we're
I'll
on the
jinx
wrong
the whole
side of
market.
it.
You know. I really don't know anything about them.
Me neither. I always say I'm scared to do comics
Yeah.
because I feel like if you
All right.
do it wrong,
Yeah.
somebody would
I
be really
mean-
mad at you.
Yeah, that's probably true. Oh, we got her. That's it. Hold on.
That's it right there.
Right there.
Yeah. And just looking, I'm no expert. If Dom's still here, he's an expert. Paul's probably an expert. But I mean, for a 70-year-old comic, it looks like it's pretty
70.
good. Pretty good condition. And that went for $461 last Christmas.
There you go.
Non-eBay. So it went for, I don't know, auction site. First appearance of Kang. And if Dom saw this right now, he would be talking about how Kang is going to be in at least one, possibly two upcoming Marvel movies, and already was in a TV show. So he's going to be a very important villain going forward. So this particular book, with my limited comic knowledge, is probably one of those books that's going to go up in value.
It's ready to skyrocket, right?
Yeah. So yeah, if you see this at a yard sale, go ahead and grab it. Go ahead and pick it up.
Yeah.
For sure. Mama Ventures, that includes you too. You see this?
Yeah.
I know you're not a big
I
Spider-Man
expect.
fan,
Yes,
but
right.
I expect at this
I'm on
point you will pick that up.
Paul
Yep.
was saying sort for a 6.0. Is that a grading?
Yeah,
Right.
that's a grading. Let's
Okay. Again,
Let's just
ignorance of
try
comic books.
6.0 specifically and see what happens. That's an 8. Here's a 5. Here's a 6. But this is from
Yeah.
a few years ago. This is
226.
probably right before the comics started really blowing up.
Mhm.
So 6.0 went for 200. It's way worth more than that these days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But a 5. Here's an 8 for 362. I don't know. That I feel like that's too cheap.
Is this a very
99.
is this a scarce comic book? Like as far as it, or is it?
I mean, anything that has a cover attached from 1964 that's a comic book that was probably heavily read
Mhm.
is definitely, I would consider, scarce.
Okay.
Here is a 6 that sold 2 years ago. This would have been right before the pandemic. So again, this is pre-comic book blast off. And it only sold for $86. And
Wow.
anybody on the planet would give you $86 for this right now, because this probably is a comic that's going to go way up. Okay. I think we did that.
I think we have we've definitely done
A lot
that.
of WorthPoint. A lot of work.
A lot of WorthPoint. Hopefully some satisfied customers out there too. Got a
Yeah.
lot of good information out of it. I just want to make sure we didn't miss any other ones. I'm just looking really fast. I don't think so. All right. Anybody else have one? Going once, going twice. It's 8:30 here on the East Coast. We probably have a few more minutes if you guys are good with that.
Mhm.
Comics have gone crazy. Yes. And again, just to mention it, Paul, look at his early prediction for that comic. 200 to 300. What'd you see? 222.
That's right on. That's right on it.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
And I don't know. I mean, I think the bubble is bursting on sports cards.
Yeah.
Just based on my own limited knowledge of speculation, but I think their day is at least past where it's going to continue to just skyrocket. I think it's still there. But comic books seem to be kind of a unique thing. They get. Did you see? It might have been Prime Time's news thing where they were talking about you could buy shares. People were buying a very expensive comic book, but they were buying shares into it and treating it as an investment,
as a commodity. Yeah.
Yeah. So, if they bought it, they all went in on a $25,000 comic book. They all might put in $500 a piece. And then when it hits $35,000, they sell it and they reap whatever that bonus is. So that's a strange thing, but it's also tied to multimedia projects. Whereas sports is tied to sports.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the renaissance. It ties directly with these new movies that have been out the last 5-10 years, right? All these superhero movies are boosting up the value of the comics, like where they might have been dead a few years ago. And then I never got into these movies either. I sound like a grumpy old man here, but I haven't seen any of these. My kids like those movies. My sons are both in their mid-20s and they love that stuff, like the Hulk and Iron Man stuff, and they really got in on it when it was new. But for some reason, I never got into that stuff. But there's such a demand for it; it's incredible. Even the toys, right? The figurines, of course, have gone way up too.
Pretty burned out on that stuff, to be honest. It's just so much of it.
It's like oversaturated now, right?
Yeah. Give me one of those independent films like The Piano. No, I'm just kidding. No. Okay. David's got a great question.
Yeah.
David, I am 99% sure that does not include any on top shipping. Now, if it was free shipping, it's going to include it, but I do not believe they port over the extra shipping cost of an item. But it's a great question, and it is possible I'm wrong, but in all the searches I've done, I've never seen anything that looks like shipping was added.
Just the value. They were buying Batman #1.
Comic stock.
No.
Yeah, good investment on the Moon Knights, Paul. That show is another show that starts in a few weeks or a couple weeks, and those will all go up.
Yeah. I don't even know what the Moon Knights are. I'm gonna have to look it up. Tracy, you know what the Moon Knights are?
No.
I feel like the only one out here that's.
It requires LSD and schizophrenia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Both of which I gave up long ago.
Yeah.
There's still time.
There's still time. That's great. All right. Well, I guess that closes out the WorthPoint segment, unless anybody else has anything else they'd like to look up. And again, I'm just scanning really fast to make sure we didn't miss any requests. I don't think we did. Did you see any other ones? Did anybody?
No.
Lori Gonzalez, have to find my Moon Knights. Didn't Lori Gonzalez win some prizes recently? I feel like
I know.
She's like
she knows a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff. Yeah,
about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
How about I hear instead of Primetime's thrift battle, I'd like to see a knowledge bomb battle where Paul's the #1 seed, and I want to see people go up like Jeopardy up against him.
Yeah, I was gonna say eBay Jeopardy. Exactly. That would be really
That'd
cool.
be cool.
That would be cool.
We just are so full of ideas, you know. So half these people don't even know the ideas we've discussed.
We're full.
They don't even know
something. That's
I
right.
know. Full of something.
Worth it. They're blowing up right now. That really is a good idea. Like, all jokes aside, that's a good idea. Have some ringers out there competing.
Yeah.
Throw up
maybe
a la Jeopardy.
maybe
You know,
bet
today's
on
topic is pottery.
Internet
You know, put up
gambling.
comic books, pottery.
Yeah, I'd love to see a PT go up against Gem Mint or something like that, and we ask them reselling related comic book questions.
Yeah,
and then they move on, or Dom against Mama Ventures for buttons.
no contest.
To the death.
Fight.
The Thrift Battle Show. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I thought I remember seeing her name win something. And being
Yes.
jealous.
I'm not surprised either that she won something based on the showing this evening.
Where did your Lori? Where did your name come from? I think it's a super long but unique and interesting name. Where did that come from?
It is interesting. Good question.
That's a great question. As we
Like, is she
anxiously
a
await the answer.
singer? Is she a mermaid? What is she? Just a treasure hunter? I mean, it could be a lot of things with her.
And Primetime has that mermaid thing too, right? He digs mermaids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we ever seen them two in the same place at the same time?
Hey,
Maybe this is his altar.
could be. He's a crafty guy.
You guys got any good estate sales or any yard sales or any place coming up like in the next week or two?
I do. Next week on Saturday, we're going to a yard sale locally. And it's we go on, is it estates.org or .com?
Statesales.org.
Estatesales.org.
Mhm.
We're always on that site. So we targeted a few. We're going to two of them. One is Saturday and one is Sunday.
Do you go to the ones that you know will be expensive and professionally run and hope that you still can find something at like a decent price point?
Sometimes. And then we also have 2 or 3 guys that we sort of follow. Like we've just built up a relationship by going multiple times to their sales, which is really great because not that you get an inside track necessarily, but like if you're looking for something specific, like I love records, for example, I can literally type the guy and say, hey man, I'm looking for some records, and he'll just let me know. Like he won't put anything on the side necessarily, do anything that's not, uncouth, but he'll let me know, yeah, there's some good records at the sale. You want to show up. Or he'll say, you know what, don't even bother. There's no records here. So that I love that kind of stuff because it saves us a trip or it makes us want to get there even earlier if we know stuff we're looking for is going to be there. So yeah, but both. And then we go to other ones where I've never been to that company's sale and we'll try it out just based on the photos and the description on that website sometimes.
Yeah.
Travis, you do estate sales, Travis, or you do?
I do.
You do. You like them a lot?
I love estate sales.
Okay.
But I will rarely ever go on the first day because I don't want to deal with, I'm sure it's global, right? But there are just, let's say, certain folks, and not the people that are running it, but you start seeing some of the same people at the different estate sales, and some of them it's okay, but sometimes it's almost a little bit too much competition that I the real I don't mind competition, but just a little they're not always the happiest people. It's almost, that said, I also am not doing this for a full-time job, and I understand if you're going to make the most amount of money, you got to have good product. And I understand there's popular product that is an instant sell type stuff. So I get the mentality of wanting to get in there and get stuff before anybody else because you got to put food on the table. So I'm not bashing that. It's just, I've always been someone that likes to have a little fun and personality, and I don't take this too serious. Again, I'm a part-time seller. I'm a hobby seller. So my context is not the same as a full-time seller.
Right.
So I don't even remember what you asked. Sorry, I rambled. That was ramble. I love estate sales, but I usually only go on the third day, to be honest.
Because you don't like that push to the, like you said, to race towards something that's desirable. And
I'm not doing
it can get pushy. It could definitely get pushy in there.
And I don't need the extra. I got enough things. I got 2 teenagers, right? I got enough anxiety. I got enough stress.
For a lifetime.
One of them's driving, with me not following or anything. So I got enough going on that I don't want to spend more stress in something I like doing. So that is a joy for my wife and I to do, and it's not stressful when we do it, and that's the way I like it.
It's leisurely.
Yeah. I agree. I agree 100%. Like I don't want to work that hard for it, and to me, like I don't care what you could find it at an estate sale or an antique shop or anywhere. Like nothing is worth like the bins videos drive me nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Like I don't care. Like I'm sorry, and I know a lot of people make their living that way, and they do very well that way. That to me does not look fun. It just looks like anxiety producing like panic attack. You know, like all
Certainly.
these people are like waiting and like going like go, and then they all jump in and gloves, and they're like tossing things like that, and elbowing each other.
like
I'm like,
Squid
no.
Game in there.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I mean, I would like to go once just to see what it's like.
Experience, yeah.
But I feel like I will last all 5 minutes and be like, I got to get out of here because I just can't people that much. And the fact that they're all like, you know, racing through these huge bins of God knows what to try to find like whatever they can. I don't know. That like you were saying, I do it like when we go, like whether it's me and my mom or me and Eric or my daughter, like whoever I'm out sourcing with, it's leisurely. We don't even like, I know a lot of people like they go out for the hunt, you know, they try to get in,
Yeah.
just too fast and then get out. And that's fine. And again, I feel like that's more of like a full-timer strategy because time is money and they got to get like all these things in. But for me, that's not it. And for me, you know, we talk, we stroll around. I make like 2 or 3 trips to make sure I got everything. I dig through things at the bottom and, you know, I talk to people and, you know, make jokes with people and waste time basically. But that's what I love. I like that whole part of it. I don't want to be that competitive. So I get that.
That's a great word, competitive. Yeah, it's a competition in there for most people.
Yeah.
What is your daughter? Does your daughter have a store or anything out there, Tracy, yet, or is she just kind of starting?
She does have a store. She started it, I don't know, maybe about a year ago. She's doing pretty good. She's just a part-time seller too, because she's got a lot of other jobs. But her store is Cuddy Flips, CUDI, like Kid Cudi.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Cuddy Flips. Very cool. What
Cuddy
is she? Does she have like any specific niches, whatever the word is that she's kind of wide open?
She's wide open. She'll kind of look at anything, but her what she likes is to find free things and sell them. So yeah, so she really like, and she's good at it. So she'll like she scours like Facebook Marketplace for
where they say free.
Yeah, they say like box of toys. I mean, she does buy things too, but her favorite thing is like when she finds things for free and then can flip them. And you know, like I said, she's just doing it sort of for like extra money too, but she likes toys a lot. She's very into toys and streetwear, stuff like that, but she'll sell anything. You know, she's still learning, but she's got a good eye too.
That's great.
Does she have her own store? Or she loaded up on your okay.
No, cool. She's got her own store. Yep.
If you want to put a link in there, Tracy, you're welcome to her store.
Sure.
Tracy, I think we got an idea for your weekly show, and that will be the 3 generations of ventures.
You think so?
I mean, I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be fun.
I think it would be fun. Oops, I'm like looking her up on YouTube. She doesn't have a YouTube channel yet. I gotta look her up in the right place.
Time like us yet?
Yeah.
Well, like you guys.
Not me.
There's a video or two definitely just in going through Mama's house and checking out all those goodies in there, and having her do a little description. Just a video, just for knowledge, not to sell anything, just to show amazing collections. I'm sure you're proud of them, right?
I'm proud of them. I mean, I like them. So,
yeah.
You know, if nobody else does, oh well.
I'm sure a lot of people would like them too, especially in this community. People appreciate good artwork and cool collections like yours. So I think it would be very popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a lot of cool stuff. We didn't even hit the iceberg.
No.
Here, I'm not fast at this.
That's okay. What did you say? It was CUDY?
Yeah, I'm getting it here.
Okay.
It's just taking me forever because I'm not that good at this. Okay.
So any good pickups this past week?
There we go.
All right.
What?
Do you guys have any good pickups this past week?
I had those Star Wars glasses. That was good. I've had
sold them.
I bought a bunch of Lefton stuff, which is all like vintage, collectible, little ceramic, kitschy stuff that I'm always on the hunt for. It's not always necessarily fantastic money, but I just love it and want to save it. And, you know, I can't leave it behind. What else? I know we did. I got a really cool, probably I don't know, maybe late 70s, early 80s Anderson Little velvet blazer jacket, vintage, made in Korea. Super cool leather jacket. So I picked that up. I was thinking of, the auction professor in my head. Isn't it funny? Do you guys ever go out and when you're sourcing, you see things and you're like, oh, that's this person. I mean, I know we even do it on
Absolutely.
the
You can hear their voice. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely. I hear their voice.
Yeah, you see
Well,
the mermaid and you're like, you hear Dom with that silly voice.
You hear the music.
Automatic.
Yeah.
Every time.
That, and then also, I don't think I can walk into another person's home at this point without immediately scanning around looking for value on things. It's
totally true.
So scarred. Yeah.
And you kind of hope they don't notice. Like, you know what I mean? You try to be like covert.
If they don't know what you do, then it's probably cool. But if it's like your best friend, he's like, can you quit staring at my action figure collection or my board games or whatever? You're creeping me out.
Yeah, I do that when like I'm looking at people, like say I'm in a store somewhere or I see somebody with like a vintage single stitch shirt and I'm like, I want to just run up and be like, hey, I got a shirt in the car. Can I buy that off of you? Like, or like a really cool hat. Cause I love selling hats. That's like,
now what if they're wearing it?
I'll just take it right off their head.
It's all negotiable.
Let me see your sleeve.
Yeah.
How much you want for that shirt?
That's right. You do what you got to do,
Totally. How you doing with the movie pictures, the movie posters that you were showing us?
Well, I sold those whole bunch to that one guy and the rest are just sort of hanging out. I haven't listed anymore. I have some watchers on that really cool Christmas one that I posted. That I listed, that vintage Christmas one. That'll go eventually. I'm not worried about it. They don't take up a lot of room.
You're in the profit on those posters right now anyway, right?
Yeah,
beautiful. Yeah, just let them ride.
Yeah, they can sit there. That's all right. I've got plenty of other things to list.
Yeah,
but
I think so. I told you before that I bought let's just in the rolled posters, because I've only listed the rolled posters from 85 to 95 movies from that era. And I think there was 150 rolled posters.
Wow.
That was almost a year ago now. And I think I'm down to about 75.
That's great.
So they do sit for a while. Yeah. But all it takes is for someone to come along and say, man, I really want that Maximum Overdrive poster, So, but yeah, you already hit the profit. Let them sit,
Yeah. I'm not worried about it. I still have so many more to list, but it's like everything else.
We put
I don't know. I just have piles upon piles, and I just when I get to a box, like the stuff I bought this weekend, it was sitting in my living room. So like that whole box of glass I listed at 5 o'clock this morning before I went to work, because I just wanted it out of my way, and I don't want my cats jumping in the box, and I don't want to be tripping over it in the living room. So I said, well, it's got to go back and get cleaned and listed. So it all got listed today, and now that box is out of my room. But just as easily, sometimes I come home and I go, oh, look at all this great stuff I have. And then like, we'll go, okay, well, when are we realistically going to list this? We wrap it all up in paper, put it in a banker's box, and it goes up to the shed, and it probably won't get listed for 2 years. That's just, I can't list it all.
No, that's true.
That's what we've been working on, is less buying, allegedly, but more
on paper,
logistics and processing. We're trying to really refine how that whole thing works and just get more efficient at it, because that's like the unsung hero of being a consistent successful seller, is having a good process. Because like Marty said, man, it's so easy to just grab that best item and pack everything else that you don't want to deal with or have to go research or photo somewhere else. But man, you got to move that stuff. You got to get it out.
You really do.
Pick it up.
Yep, I do.
Are you guys both solo listers, or do you use your significant others to help you?
Well, I list stuff by myself, and he lists stuff by himself.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we kind of take turns. So like we try to get 6 listings up a day. Again, we're just part-time. We have like full-time 50-hour a week job. So like you know, like I'll put 6 things up, and then the next day he'll put 6 things up, which gives me a day to draft 6 more things, and it kind of goes back and forth like that.
Well, that's cool.
That's how we do it.
Do you keep each other in check to make sure you each did the 6 on your assigned days?
We try to,
Or else?
we try to, but we give each other a lot of leeway too, because you know there's always something, you know.
Yeah.
There's more than just reselling in relationships.
Wow.
Yeah.
My wife and she has her own store.
Oh, okay.
So, and her primary thing is books. She's got some Barbies and some kind of girl. I don't even know if you can say that anymore. She's got female designed toys that were originally made for girls that may not be just for girls anymore. So she puts that kind of stuff on her store as well. So she takes all the photos, almost all the photos of everything we get, and I do all the shipping. So then she lists in her store and I list in my store. So that's kind of the thing, the cadence that we got. I had another idea for you, Tracy, and for Eric. I think I remember you guys are both in the mental health field, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking, is there any kind of documented psychotherapy that involves having clients list eBay items?
Oh boy.
I feel like there's untapped potential right there, especially if it helps.
Some OCD.
Some OCD.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Mental health help. Just putting that out there.
Getting out some adrenaline, you know?
Yeah. Well, I try not to have anything to do with mental health when I'm not working.
That's true, right? Yeah. The last thing you want to get involved
literally stops
when you're home
at a certain period of the day. So
yeah, I gotta have a break. Like anymore, I have a hard time even like watching movies about having anything. I just, you know, when you're in it for a long time, you need to like have a break a little bit. It doesn't work out that way. I can guarantee you that it does not work out that way.
Oh, really? It still creeps in. Like,
of course. And you know, the world is like a really unstable place right now from so many angles and so many reasons, and people are struggling, and you know, it's a weird time, and I'd say you're hard pressed to find anybody that doesn't have some sort of issue right now, right? I mean, how do you not?
Well, and you're probably hard pressed to find any mental health professional that's not completely burned out, you know?
No, it's so bad. It's so bad. It is like it is a real sad state of affairs. Really bad. People can't get the help that they need. It's very bad. I'll just
you can if you come to this show, Tracy.
Well, it's an escape. This is the whole escape from all that stuff.
This is the escape, yeah.
This is the fix. This is the red pill.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah. Yard sailing is my therapy.
There you go.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Spending time with mom, hanging out, looking at pretty things. That sounds like a nice way to get away from it all.
Absolutely.
I hope that you will do some kind of Mama Ventures combo
needs to happen.
Sourcing video.
Needs to happen.
So,
we will.
See how this goes down.
Yes. We will. When I first started years ago, we did some videos together, but I struggle with, you know, I'm kind of like such a squirrel that I struggle with wanting to have my head in the whole experience of what I'm doing, and then also remembering that I'm supposed to be filming. It's really, I haven't found the sync yet. Yeah, it was really difficult for me. So I'm like here with the camera going like, oh, but then like I just like hold the camera over here and I'm like looking at something over here.
I thought that's what Eric was for.
I was going to say, use him as a cameraman. Exactly.
I know. We talked about that. I said, you have to start doing this because I can't focus on both things.
Yeah,
I need to just like be in my
Plus, you got to grab stuff before Mama Venture buys it.
That's right.
Yeah, you got to have your head on a swivel around her.
It could come to fisticuffs, you know?
I want on video as well. Make sure that happens.
Yes, but we will. We're going to, you know, I'm hoping that with spring and yard sales, you know, like we don't have to wait quite as long as you, Travis, in upstate New York, but it's a while yet for yard sale season. But once it gets going, you know, I definitely want to do some more like, you know, thrift with me, source with me, something. Oh, listen, see him? Have someone pay to fill. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Brat.
Yeah, checks in the mail, Eric.
Yeah.
Yes, Mom and I are having a yard sale this year.
Ooh, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
We have to.
Yes, we do.
Death pile. Death pile. Get rid of that death pile.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
That sounds like a
Our
great
own-
idea.
Yeah, our own death pile.
Can we bring our death piles over to you?
No.
Only if you work the lemonade stand.
I'll work the
Oh,
lemonade
Eric with
stand,
another
yeah.
dagger here. Look at this.
Yeah.
Going
Oh,
back
wow.
and forth. Come on. Eric.
Wow.
Boy, he's punchy tonight.
In front of Mama, too.
I know.
That's dangerous.
That is.
That's not nice. She won't make you cream puffs anymore.
Yeah, Eric. No more cream puffs, Eric.
Oh. We did that.
I know.
Is Rachel cooking dinner tonight, Travis? Is it on
Well-
the table yet? Are you getting yelled at yet?
No, I'm not, because we're doing the keto and now we're doing the intermittent fasting. And
Ooh.
now we changed intermittent fasting. So now we only have a 6-hour window of eating. And that was from 12 to 6. So no dinner for this guy. I'm good for another 10 hours if you want to go.
Oh.
How do you feel? We did that for a long time and I felt great doing that. I actually have to get back to it because that's the best that I felt is doing that.
Yeah. First week was tough, but
Yeah.
we feel great now. And I know it's not sustainable.
That's
so
right. That's the thing.
I don't want to have a heart attack because I got too much saturated fat around my heart. But it's good for now. Need to get down to a particular weight. Oh, no, baby, I have not eaten dinner. Past my window of opportunity.
Too busy
Oh,
showing off
no.
WorthPoint to everybody.
Yeah, man. If someone hadn't given me the hardest thing ever to look for in WorthPoint, it probably could have been done by now.
You know, if she wants to slip a burger in during the show, that's allowed. It's not even an issue. You're welcome to
A
eat
little
on.
in and out burger.
That's all. A burger. Right. Covered in lettuce, right? No bread, so just lettuce.
Yeah. No
Lettuce
bread,
wrapped burger with extra
Yeah.
bacon.
A bacon.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Stop.
He can't. He
Oh,
can't
sorry,
eat for
I
a day.
forgot you can't eat.
God, I can't eat.
Go drink water with lemon.
Oh yeah.
5-day fast. Holy cow!
Yeah.
Doesn't that border on starvation? I don't think that's good for
No.
you.
No, it is actually good for you.
Really?
It is?
Mhm.
5 days? What do you just
Mom-
drink water?
Here, watch this. Mom, what's the longest amount of time you've ever fasted?
Oh my gosh. I was going for 42 days. We didn't quite
Days?
get there. Days. We didn't quite get there. It was like about 30 something, 35, 36 days. And then we finally said that's enough. Yeah.
Wow.
Your 5-day fast.
Enough. Yeah, just enough.
That's
What was the first thing
remarkable.
you ate? What was the first thing you
3-day
ate?
water only fast is very good for cleansing your system.
Yeah.
I don't like it, so I don't do it. But
But,
yeah.
but she
Me
could
neither.
if she wanted
Me
to.
neither. That's why I don't do
Obviously,
it.
it's child's play, I guess. For at this point, after a month.
No,
Holy
I
cow.
want to know what the first thing Mama Ventures ate coming off of that fast. Was it a person?
Yeah.
The horse?
Whole person.
Oh, cow.
It could have been, I don't know. I tell you, I felt really, really great.
Wow.
You know, honestly, energy and sharp, and
Yep.
it was great.
I've heard you get a euphoria, but I don't know that that's healthy. I think it's your brain trying to protect
Pretty
itself.
sure. That's
I
your
think
brain
it's
chemical
your
reaction.
brain sending out endorphins to
Delusion,
prevent you from
hallucination.
realizing that you're killing yourself. But
No, it's
Mama
totally.
Ventures is still here, Marty.
I know she is. I'm
Worked
impressed.
out.
40 days or 35 days.
Not 40.
I
No, not
wouldn't
40.
recommend it necessarily. I mean, I don't think I'd ever do it again.
No, but
Yeah.
3-day fasts are really good.
Not when you're making
Like,
lasagna and cream puffs.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
40-day cream puff diet is what I could do.
no, it's terrible just trying to be keto around her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Don't talk to your
It
mom
is.
that way. Yeah.
No, it is. Well, she has her ladies that come to the house every Wednesday, and every Wednesday they all come here and she like makes all these little treats and they all bring stuff. And so she's always got like pastries and what do we eat tonight? Mini donuts.
donuts.
Mini
Mini
donuts.
donuts.
You want a mini
Yeah,
donut?
Jeff
I got them
come
for the
over there.
ladies. Yeah.
Why are we talking about food, man? What?
Sorry.
Turn.
Well,
Sorry, Travis.
Rachel, look, she came up with a solution for you though. How about you just fast till 1 tomorrow?
Could work.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
There
Fire
you
up the
go.
grill,
Yeah.
Rachel.
Yeah,
She's
I
the
can do
brains of the operation, huh?
that. Oh, please,
Really?
yeah. She's all the brains. Yeah. I'm the shipping guy. That's
Right.
pretty much what I do.
Paul asking if you're doing organ damage. That's what I was going at, Paul. I'm like, this sounds damaging. I can't believe 35
No.
days. That's
It's
incredible.
I'm not a doctor, and I'm going to throw my disclaimer out here, but if you watch enough about keto and intermittent fasting and fasting in general, it's exactly opposite actually, because when your body isn't working so hard to digest food and process all the chemicals and crap and toxins that are going through your body, it has a chance to repair and rejuvenate and rest. So it's actually opposite of damaging. It really like straightens your whole, and you do get a euphoria, and you also get a clarity and a focus. You know what I mean? Like you get like hyper focus, and it's amazing. Here's like the best part, and I'll just say, when you're busy like hustling like we all do, when you're not eating and preparing meals all the time, it's amazing how much time you have for other stuff.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time between cooking, shopping,
Sure.
washing dishes, you know, all eating, all this, going out to eat, all the time that's involved with eating. When you're fasting and you don't have that, you're
Right.
like, I got all the time in the world to do all this stuff.
And the energy too, and the energy gain. So it's like a double win, right? You have extra energy and more time. Wow.
Yep.
I still say, yeah, that's a long time, man. Not for me. Not for me. Hell, I couldn't even make it to 7 o'clock. So
you will though. Increase it by an hour every day, and before you know it, you'll be doing like a 3-day fast and being like, this is nothing.
Wow.
Really, it happens that way.
Is there a disclaimer on this in case I die?
Yes, I'm not a doctor.
Okay.
That's right. You did.
All right, we're good then.
Water.
Yes, lots of water, right? And somebody was asking about could you take a vitamin or anything, like a multivitamin or something, or it's not necessary?
You can do some supplements, but you're not really supposed to when you're fasting. You're supposed to just be.
What about Chick-fil-A supplements?
Definitely not.
No.
No Chick-fil-A, no Popeyes, no.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry,
All right, everybody.
Okay. Enough
Now
about
we're just
food,
getting
guys.
silly.
Come on, Mama Venture. Knock it off. Knock all this talk about food and cream puffs, lasagna.
All he can think about is lasagna.
I'm so hungry right now. Man, I was going good.
I don't know what happened. How did we start talking about food? I don't even know how that happened.
I don't even know.
And
Me neither.
fasting and somebody. Oh, you said actually it was you, Travis. You mentioned being
I
on
didn't.
keto. I said is dinner ready or something like that, because every tradition is at the end of every
Don't
show,
throw the blame on
Rachel's
me.
making
It was
dinner and
you.
yelling at him.
Yeah, I know. That's it.
So I tried to avoid that, and it turned into a whole thing.
Okay.
Well, it is 9 o'clock, 9:04 here on the East. I want to thank my special guest, Travis Griffin, and Mama and Tracy Ventures from 1987 Ventures. Thank you very much for joining me. Please visit their eBay stores. I have the links down there. Tracy's YouTube channel is great. Visit her, like and subscribe, and I will see everybody later. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
guys.
Bye.
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 Good night.